She turned to face him.
Thank you.
Ah, forget it. I just wanted to show you the good parts of being turned, that's all. Anna had misjudged Michael earlier. Not that he'd given her much choice. Michael hadn't shown much tact after she'd just woken up, but perhaps that wasn't his fault. This situation they'd found themselves in was new to the both of them. But this little gesture of his proved that he actually did care. She'd been shaken by her experience earlier, and this had done a lot to make her feel better. He looked over at her, letting his eyes linger on hers for a moment too long. Anna felt a sense of familiarity now that she looked into his eyes, like she'd seen him somewhere before, even if she had no actual recollection of it. That was silly, though, obviously. Her memory, or lack thereof, was playing tricks on her. She scooted a little closer to him. He wasn't so bad, after all, and damn, the subdued light from the stars above made him look even more handsome, if that was even possible. Earlier, he'd kept their eye contact to a minimum. He'd even avoided physical contact until their outing earlier. Now, her hand rested on the roof just beside his, their little fingers touching. He didn't pull away, and neither did she. And he continued to stare into her soul, making her heart beat faster. Was that her heart, though? Did vampires even have heartbeats? She felt giddy and lightheaded. No matter how quickly he'd brushed it away, she was certain that this gesture meant something more than he was willing to admit. "Do you come here often?" she asked, then grinned when she realized the cliché. Michael smiled subtly. "Often enough to recognize a new face?" This man had an infuriatingly gorgeous smile, to go with his infuriatingly gorgeous face. Anna's thoughts were swimming. She found it hard to focus on anything but the curve of Michael's lips. "It's not so bad, this new life," she mumbled. His smile widened. She leaned in, closer and closer. His scent filled her nostrils, intoxicating and seductive like an expensive cologne. Michael similarly leaned toward her until their faces were only an inch apart. And just like that, without planning to, really, Anna pressed her lips against his.